Hey guys, Sexy Potato here with something a bit different. So we all see all the Elder Scrolls 6, what should be in the game, what shouldn't be in the game. But guess what? Mine's better because it's me making it, and yours suck because you made it. Yeah. So I'm gonna jump right into number 10. Number 10 is gonna be probably arguably one of the most important parts. It's a fantasy RPG after all. Magic. Magic in Skyrim has always been a bit lackluster, to say the least. Like, God, it's not really that good. For example, destruction magic, there's only 3 elements. In the lore, we literally hear people wind blasting and conjuring water and stuff like that, and yet we only have ice, fire, and shock. Why can't I wind blast some people? Or throw water at them? Or some other third thing? It's always been quite limited with that factor. Also, what's up with all the other... I guess Conjuration's okay. Conjuration is what it is. It's just a bit limited. How come Alteration Illusions suck? That's right, I said it. They suck. There's hardly any good things in it. Like Alteration, there's like what? Skin? That's it. That's all I can think of. There's other things in it for sure, but I mean I can't think of it because it's so lackluster. There's telekinesis, but you can only grab items. Like just grab items. Why can't I use telekinesis to grab a person and start bashing them against the walls or whatever, or push them? I can't throw items at them, but let's be honest here, it's bad. It's really bad. What's up with the illusion sucking? Of course, there's paralyzing and mayhem. Oh, and invincibility. But there's that's it. All the other spells are a bit lackluster. Or half the time when you actually use it, it says enemy too high level. Enemy too high level. Yeah, hippity hoppity, your magic sucks. So, and also, what's up with paralyzing being an illusion? It's not an illusion that you're paralyzed, you're actually paralyzed. Like, that's a fact. It's not an illusion, it's happened. It's happening right now. Why can't there be like a cool illusion spell like a Ravage Mine or something that does like actual damage, or something cool and unique? I think they should probably take the page out of Elder Scrolls Online actually, and also a page out of all the other Elder Scrolls games, not Skyrim. Restoration was a bit lackluster, but hey, I mean it had Turn Undead. Now Turn Undead, you're probably thinking, what? Turn Undead? That spell sucks. Yes or no? Actually, I found a lot of use of using in Skyrim. Like half the enemies that you fight are undead, and believe it or not, they actually kind of works on most Draugrs and skeletons. You hit them with Turn Undead, and most of the time they run away into a trap. That's right, they run away into a trap and die. That's useful. Unlike like Fury or whatever, where they just make the people fight each other. Kind of lame. I mean, it can be useful, but most of the time it's enemy too strong. Oh, one more thing about restoration. I actually really like the ward spells, the shields that you can spell out, that you can conjure out. I really found that those are pretty useful and fun to use. It was actually quite fun, like blocking all the dragon breath, and you get the perk where you get to absorb magic using it. It was actually really fun and unique and cool. Do more of that. Unless only 3 element. Now the next part here is gonna be a bit probably controversial. Not controversial. Interesting. Enemy types. So if it's gonna be set in Hammerfell, in the lore, they're centaurs and minotaurs and whatnot. And also since it's in the Iliac Bay area, there's dregs. We call them billies. No, I don't really know why. So I hopefully that these enemies make a return. I think they should take a page out of the Elder Scrolls Online and Fallout 76, believe it or not. Fallout 76 and Elder Scrolls Online had a lot of enemies and a lot of enemy types. So I think what they could probably do is, you know, I'd rather have a reskinned enemy like rad roaches and ticks like in Fallout 76. I'd rather have a reskin enemy than the same enemy, if that makes sense. Now we're gonna go ahead and jump into number 8 here, and that's weapon types. Oblivion, when it came out, being the best game of all time, removed a very important weapon from history that was in the other Elder Scrolls, well, the previous Elder Scrolls game, called spears. Spears? Why the hell would you remove spears? They're literally the king of the battlefields. If you went into a battlefield, you wouldn't be running around with a sword. I mean, you could, and it did happen, but you'd be with a spear. And then Skyrim came out, and they removed the best thing ever, hand-to-hand. They removed hand-to-hand, which is stupid. Why would you do that? Why? Why? This one's gonna be a bit more interesting one. Number 7, writing and lore. So this is gonna be set in Hammerfell, and Hammerfell has an interesting relationship with magic. They hate it. Red guards hate magic, a lot of magic. Conjuration is like outright illegal. And destruction, you can do it, except where it's like very restricted what you can and can't do. They love restoration magic, and I think alteration magic is also outright banned and whatnot. So restoration is like legal and stuff. So in the lore and writing with this logic, wouldn't it make sense that if you were to go into like a middle of a city in Hammerfell and just cast a random conjuration spell, you should get the guards should be coming after you for that. That'd be cool. It would make it more unique and more lore friendly. Nerd! This one's gonna sound a bit weird and unique. Number 6, a better speech system. Skyrim speech system is pretty much non-existent. It's pretty much a coin toss, really. It's pointless. I think, in my opinion, which is the right opinion, and you're wrong for disagreeing, but I think Oblivion's wheel system is good. That's right, the persuasion wheel, I love that wheel. I mastered that wheel. And if you don't understand it, it's because you suck at it. The characters, they have face. You read their face. You're like, tell a joke, and they're like, what the hell is wrong with you? And then you're like, course them or whatever, because apparently coursing women is the right way. Don't look, I'm not making a statement or anything. But they love that stuff. And then you intimidate them, and they're like, man, your cock is massive, and whatnot. But it's a man. All right, this is gonna be a real hot take. The cities in Skyrim, they suck. Now, this is probably just a continuation of the last one, but the NPCs in Elder Scrolls 6 better be more like Oblivion. Like, honestly, like the Radiant AI in Oblivion, they shouldn't have nerfed it. They should have just been like, because originally in Oblivion, the AI was going to do things. Like, not just walk around and autistically talk to each other with Asperger's syndrome, but they were actually going to like go and like work on their skills and do things. Like, watch the original E3 trailer for Oblivion, and holy crap, the Radiant AI, whoa. If they actually went through and did what they were supposed to do and completely do it, it would have been amazing. But there was a reason why they didn't program it, because most of the AI would have ended up killing each other, because the AI was going to try to do the easiest thing to get food and money, and the easiest thing to get food or money is to either steal it or go get it. And stealing it would cause them to get in trouble from the guards, and the guards would kill them. Or they would go out in the wild to try to hunt, and they would end up dying. And now the interesting thing about that is we kind of see that in Oblivion already. Like, sometimes you'd see a random NPC steal something, and then a guard would kill them. I've had it where in Magic Fister, actually, I've seen it happen, and though I had to like edit it out and actually resurrect the NPC. But yeah, that stuff's wild. I just don't have the footage, but I wish I did, because that was so weird to watch. Actually, I do have footage of it. Yeah, it's the racism in coral video. Yeah, that's because that guy, that orc, stole food and everybody chased him out. That happened. I saw that happen. The AI was, because the coding's still there, just you know, like cut. But the AI can still access it somehow. It's wild. It's ghost. It's ghost code. Now we're going into like some gameplay stuff. Believe it or not, bosses in Skyrim were pretty okay. Mirak was probably arguably one of the best boss fights in Elder Scrolls history. Skyrim. Mirak's boss fight was really good. I liked it. 3 stages, you fight him. He's kind of a hard fight too, and he actually uses the shouts and magic and stuff. It was a fun boss fight. I gotta tell you, I've never actually completed the Dawnguard DLC before. I should the next time I play Skyrim. I should actually go and complete that. But the bosses in Skyrim are pretty okay. I mean, not the best. They could be better, but hey, I mean, make the bosses better for Elder Scrolls 6. So number 2 on the list is the next magic MacGuffin. So it's in Hammerfell with the Red Guards, and the Red Guards have this thing like Magic Singer or Magic Dancer or what, Sword Singer or Sword Dancer. It's kind of like, it's gonna be their version of the shouts. Like the shouting was the Skyrim MacGuffin. So Elder Scrolls 6 MacGuffin's gonna be like the sword singing or sword dancing or whatever. And I hope it's gonna be wacky and cool. Honestly, I hope it's unique and actually powerful, because in Skyrim, I mean, there was like what, like Busruda, the fire breath, ice form. Become Eternal is actually pretty useful, but half of the shouts weren't really so useful, or they were useful in certain circumstances, but most of the time they weren't really that useful. But for sword singing, but now they have a chance to actually make it cool and awesome. Like, I hope it's like some weird, wacky anime sword that we like randomly conjure, like go forward as like the simple one where it's just a little swoosh forward. You know, something cool like that, where it's like, you know, different abilities that you get to just use without a 30-second cooldown, because that 30-second cooldown was lame, and I should be able to just use it like a 5-second cooldown. But then I'll probably be complaining with the 5-second cooldown. I'll never be satisfied in my life. The only satisfaction I'll get is when I put a bullet through my head. You thought this was gonna be a top 10 without a little extra part. Well, guess what? You're wrong and stupid. You know who you are. So, this is gonna be a little quick and short, but I think it would be cool when you're creating your character is bring back the star signs, because those can provide a really unique playstyle. Like the Atronach Stone, where you don't regenerate magic, but you absorb magic. I love that. Like, I love that sign so much. In Skyrim, it's only you cut your magic regeneration in half and you absorb. I mean, that's powerful, and literally the only one anyone should ever use, other than the Thief Stone. But honestly, put that back in character creation, so it's actually a hard-meaning stance on your character creation, where this is permanent. You cannot change or remove it, unless there's like a DLC where you can change and remove it, just like all the other games. Now, this is the one and only thing that would stop me from playing Elder Scrolls 6 completely. If Wes Johnson, the voice actor of the Imperial Guard, Shergorth, and a bunch of other characters, if he is not voicing any characters in the game, I will kill myself. I will. If he's not in the game, that's it. I'm donezo. I'm ending it all. I will not get Elder Scrolls 6, and I will kill myself. That's it. I love that man so much. I look up to him like he's a god. He essentially is a god. And so yeah, I love him. If you see this, Wes Johnson, hi. I'm a big fan. I'll satisfy you more than your wife ever could. And that's about it. So if you guys enjoyed this type of content, like and subscribe. And I'll probably won't do this again, or I will do this again. Who knows? YouTube's volatile and weird and wacky, and God, I don't know what to do with my life. So if you guys like this, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later!